After Hours with E. Russ Wainright.
Russ Wainright speaking, and welcome to our Saturday night Inner Sanctum interview. The Inner Sanctum was an old-time radio program, 526 episodes delving into mysteries. Our guest this evening is a returning guest who has written a historical political novel that is quite the mystery. It is a continuation of the Patch Kincaid series, and in the same format of a main story that intersects with a sub-story. Well, that's a mouthful.
Yes, it is.
Robert P. Fitton, how are you?
I'm well, with that elation that comes from finishing a long project.
That project, being the Nixon Theorem, sounds like a mathematical proof.
Well, that's exactly what it is, Russ. In the dystopian future, Amanda Zimmerman and her compadres Chip and Peter discover algorithms that demonstrate how the national security state evolved into the perfectus, an unseen artificial intelligence entity that controls the remainder of humanity.
That is indeed a scary prospect.
Any humans who don't comply are confronted by the gappers, non-biological beings who can instantly granulate human beings, or at least cause them painful episodes. They perform the perfectus's dirty work.
Dear God, that is incredibly awful. Not the book Robert, but destruction of humanity.
They flash from the future while being pursued and emerge in the Badlands of South Dakota in 1971.
You have creepy images of the gappers in your Kindle version. But Amanda and her friends escape that future and bring with them a stolen granular divider, the most advanced thinking type of machine in the solar system, nicknamed Sassy.
They flash from the future while being pursued and emerge in the Badlands of South Dakota in 1971.
Why 1971?
The answer is the Pentagon Papers, the opening salvo of the Watergate Scandal. It's important in Volume 1 to lay the groundwork, the pretext for the reasons President Nixon wanted to stop the leaking of classified information like Daniel Ellsberg's Pentagon Papers drop, as well as additional national security leaks.
All the while, Chip, Peter, and Amanda are perplexed as to what Nixon could or could not have done to cause such a complete consolidation of power to the perfectus.
Perplexed doesn't even begin to describe their frustration. Amanda begins to review Nixon's life as Sassy captures films and knowledge of his career up until 1971. The deeper she digs, the more complex the Nixon Theorem becomes.
Fascinating. I could see Nixon's career becoming a virtual rabbit warren.
Amanda, Chip, and Peter trace a particle trail back to Vermont, one of the places Patch was accidentally sent in 1961 in his initial time travel odyssey. Here is the connection with Patch Kincaid, who is buried in a small graveyard on the hill overlooking Wilton Jefferies' farm.
I thought this part was reassuring in that they meet Patch's mentor, Ray Meinkewitz, and his close friend, Phinney.
Meinkewitz and Phinney have been playing a cat-and-mouse game with CIA surveillance. By meeting them, Amanda is able to be in a position to garner more information about President Nixon.
And she gets to meet the president.
Imagine coming all that distance and you get to shake hands with the object of your journey, President Nixon.
What I found amazing was this book, like one of the Patch books, Return to Dallas, is that it is footnoted. Certainly ups the credibility factor.
Phinney and Meinkewitz are part of the old Milky Way network seen in all the Patch Kincaid books. It is now the Source Network, with the Source becoming an extremely important man and determined to take down what today is called the Deep State, known in the book as the Dark Malaise.
Amanda confides in Meinkewitz, who becomes like a father figure to her, that she has never had a deep relationship.
Of course, and later at a Source gathering she meets George Davis, a critical and prominent character in the book.
Good touch romantically, as well as being a pivotal character in the Nixon Theorem. That gathering you spoke of, Robert, is at the home of Tom and Rose Cortland, who were in American Injustice, MLK, and RFK.
Exactly right, Russ. Tom is an animated and connected character that I just couldn't leave back in 1968.
Another one of those characters from all the Patch books is the infamous Johnny Roselli.
All I will say that is Roselli has important business to discuss with Ray Meinkewitz.
Sounds intriguing. Tell us more.
I know when to keep my mouth shut, as Johnny would say.
Good enough. By the end of Volume 1, do we have an idea about the nature of the Nixon Theorem?
With everything Amanda and Sassy as well as Chip and Peter uncover, I would say yes. But the reader or listener will have to choose between the many possible scenarios about Nixon in the future.
Spectacular. I really find it wonderful that elements of the Patch Kincaid series continue into the Nixon Theorem. Where can readers and listeners get the Nixon Theorem?
On Audible, the audiobook, and Amazon for the Kindle, and in 2026, the paperback.
Roberts, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you for having me, Russ. It's always great to be on your show.
Take care, and good luck, sir.
This has been a production of Fitton Theatre of the Words.